Studies Section 11. Frustration Aggression Theory. Introduction. The essence of examining the various themes of discrimination is to provide explanations to what makes people to naturally perpetuate prejudice and discrimination against certain race or groups. Learning outcome in Studies Section 11. Learning outcome 1.11. Briefly explain frustration aggression theory. Learning outcome 2.11. Explain the concept displaced aggression. Content. This theory is centered on a motivational account of prejudice and discrimination that people are likely to vilify outgroups under conditions of hardship. The theory predicts that at frustrating times, aggression increases. Frustration usually leads to generalized aggression. We sometimes lash out at the ones we love. Often, we cannot lash out at the true source of our frustration without getting into further problems, so we displace our aggression to a safer target. For instance, a denial of increase could result in harsh treatment of children at home. Thus, frustration aggression theory predicts that hardship will generate malevolence directed on minority groups who, by virtue of being outnumbered and in a weaker position, constitute a safe and vulnerable target. Carl Holland and Robert Sears in 1940 observed a strong negative correlation between the price of cotton in a given year and the number of lynchings that took place that year. Lean times saw numerous lynchings, good times relatively few. This fits into the frustration aggression account because frustration increases generalized aggression. In a frustrating situation, aggression is displaced towards relatively powerless groups. The element of displacement is what makes the theory relevant to discrimination. The theory specifies the direction of the hostility towards outgroups during difficult times. It is a small step from these theories to the prediction that people will tend to stereotype others and give in to their prejudices when they are feeling insecure or their self-esteem is threatened. Question. Dash predicts that hardship will generate malevolence directed on minority groups who, by virtue of being outnumbered and in a weaker position, constitute a safe and vulnerable target. A. Ethnic culture. B. Frustration aggression theory. C. Group conscientiousness. D. Discrimination. The correct answer is B. Reason. The answer justifies the major theory that specifies the direction of the hostility towards outgroups during difficult times. Frustration aggression theory equally depicts the fact that frustration increases generalized aggression. Options A, C, and D were not correct because the options were not centered on a motivational account of prejudice and discrimination that people are likely to vilify outgroups under conditions of hardship. Summary. We have seen that people express aggression under frustrating settings. Frustration is more likely to result in aggression towards the relative powerless, displaced aggression. Aggression increases during periods of economic difficulty, and it is the weaker groups that suffer the effect more. This is the end of Studies Section 11. Thanks for listening.